was the 16th President of the United States. He served from March of 1861 until his assassination in April of 1865. Lincoln led the states through the Civil War. He helped end slavery and helped save the Union.
Lincoln also helped to pass the 13th Amendment, which permanently ended slavery. Lincoln is known for many of the great speeches that he gave, many of which made a great impact on our nation.
As a nation, we began to declare that all men are created equal. We now practically read it. All men are created equal except Negroes. Lincoln believed that all people were created equal. He didn't like that many people believed that all people didn't include black people. This quote comes from a letter written by Lincoln to his friend, Joshua Speed. Mr. Speed owned slaves, and Lincoln wanted his friend to understand that slavery was wrong. The letter was written on August 24, 1855.
A house divided against itself cannot stand. I believe this government cannot endure permanently half slave and half free.
Lincoln thought that the country should be together. He believed that everyone should be free and that we should be one country, not a divided country. On June 16, 1850, Abraham Lincoln gave a speech to the Illinois State House. He addressed his colleagues in the Hall of Representatives. The title of his speech was A House Divided.
We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Lincoln believed that the Union should include all states. He didn't like that the war divided the country. He wanted both sides to treat each other fairly.
This quote comes from Lincoln's first inaugural address on Monday, March 4th, 1861. His message focused on becoming one union again.
In giving freedom to the slave, we assure freedom to the free. Lincoln wanted all people to be free, and that included slaves. He believed in freedom for all. This quote comes from Lincoln's annual message to Congress on December 1st, 1862. This was a month before the Emancipation Proclamation.
I never in my life felt more certain that I was doing right than I do in signing this paper. My whole soul is in it.
Lincoln really believed that he was doing the right thing. He wanted slavery to end. He wanted the southern states to come back to the Union.
President Lincoln said these words as he signed the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863. He wanted slavery to end and for the southern states to come back to the Union.
If slavery isn't wrong, nothing is wrong. I cannot remember when I did not so think and feel so.
This quote means that Lincoln thought that slavery was very wrong. Lincoln always felt that slavery was wrong for as long as he could remember.
On April 4th, 1864, President Lincoln spoke with Albert Hodges about letting slaves fight in the Civil War. Hodges was convinced by these words. The moment came when I felt that slavery must die so that the nation might live. Lincoln believed that slavery was wrong. He wanted slavery to end. He wanted slavery to end so that all the states could come together. On April 7, 1864, President Lincoln was speaking with some representatives from Britain. He wanted to make clear his thoughts on slavery. He believed that in order for the nation to live, that slavery must die.
Abraham Lincoln is known as one of America's greatest heroes. He led our country during the American Civil War. His strong belief for all showed his dedication to the United States.
Abraham Lincoln will forever be remembered for his efforts in ridding our country of slavery and his ability to hold together a divided nation. President Abraham Lincoln, one of our country's greatest leaders.